I just want to put this out here right quick to show you once again, okay? This is the problem with YouTube, and this is the problem you're going to have if you're a black content creator and you're straight down the middle. Now, I said something that both sides didn't want to hear, but it was the truth. But I'll tell you something. Out of judging everybody's response and how things goes, I notice when it always comes to the white YouTuber, you guys always respond with racial derogatory comments and things. You cannot kick boxing back with me, okay? You cannot talk boxing back with me. You should be able to defend yourself or defend whatever it is that you're trying to say by talking boxing with me. You guys always go racial. I get 100 of these things all day, every day. That's all y'all do. This is some spoiled white privilege shit right here. You know what I'm saying? And I know people are going to get mad. I know people are going to get offended. But you know what? You motherfuckers call me racist anyway for telling the truth. You call me LDBC anyway for telling the truth. You call me a coon for telling the truth. I'm all these things just for telling the truth. So you know what? Let me step into it. Let me own it. You know what I'm saying? Because once I own it, you know what I'm saying? You can't use it because it's mine now. Okay, so if I'm all that, let me step into it and take it, you know, and I'm going to put it simply like this. The only thing you have to do is not come to a channel that you do not like. OK, and it is mighty ignorant of you to take one person's opinion and try to cast it upon an entire race. OK, but society teaches you guys to do that. OK, notice what one black person does on the 7 o'clock news, the entire race has to wear. That is the social order, and that's how it is set up. But let me show you one clear example of white privilege. Since a lot of people claim the shit don't exist, I'm finna prove to you that shit exists right here and right now. Once again, black person does something on the news, every black person got to wear it. We're all labeled the same. We're never labeled as individuals. Okay? But notice when you live in this society, when you're white, you're labeled your crimes as individuals. Because if we was to use the same principle we use to judge black people, do you realize all white people would be considered school shooters, Jeffrey Dahmers, and child molesters? Except when you have all these Columbine, we don't categorize white people as a whole. Say, yeah, white people just crazy. They out here shooting, even though all the school shootings is white kids. You know what I'm saying? When you look up How to Catch a Predator, all the predators are white. You know what I'm saying? But notice how it doesn't get labeled to the entire race. We judge them as individuals. Tim McVeigh was a monster. Jeffrey Dahmer was a monster. But have Jeffrey Dahmer and Tim McVeigh be black, and it's no, black people are monsters. Go ahead, deny and say it ain't true. That's one clear example that can't nobody deny. You know? But you should not be offended by this because I said something that either side was agitated about. The only difference is the Deontay Wilder side of things took it like straight up boxing fans. OK, you people who gather behind Fury simply because of complexion, which is the majority of you guys on YouTube. It's a very low percentage of you that's actually boxing fans. OK, you guys are in. I told you, go on their channels. They're not subscribed to any boxing channels. You know what I'm saying? They're not. So how do they keep ending up on boxing channel? That's because you got a whole bunch of low-key race soldiers and sensitive, weak motherfuckers who come to your shit and cry like a baby dropped this sucker in the dirt. And this is not the place for it. But another reason why I showed you this, when we go right back into the purge, because that's what we're finna do right now, don't complain. Don't complain. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they want you to take shit in silence, but don't ever defend or speak up for yourself because that offends them. I don't play that shit. So back in purge we go.